Good evening. Well, the countdown said it's time for us to start, so I guess we'll start. Couple of things. The 56ers, I don't know that I see any 56ers in here. They're probably playing outside, wrecking havoc on the neighborhood. But anyway, you're supposed to go with Tori or around to 105 to practice your stuff. All right. You know, sometimes in life, things just happen to get overlooked. And this morning, there was a catastrophe that happened, and something was overlooked. And I think it would just not be right if we all didn't sing happy birthday to a special lady, Jamie Snyder. It's her birthday, and she asked that the church would sing happy birthday to her. So I'm just going to kick it off nice and low because it's happy birthday is always one that started way too high. I'm going to kick it off nice and low, and then as a family, we're going to sing it to Jamie Snyder. All right, ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jamie. Happy birthday to you. Would you like to make a speech, or are you good? Okay, she's good. All right. Tonight we have a special treat. You are going to get to know 3 fellow church members a little bit better than you do. You're going to get to hear about them, how they were raised, what brought them to TBC, what God's doing in their life, and a bunch of stuff in between. So, if you would first, welcome to the stage, Crystal Cheater. Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear her? All right, perfect. How you doing?
I'm okay.
This is going to go well. Crystal, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us about you, and I'll just say that, and then we'll just take off. So yeah, tell us about you.
I'm Crystal Cheater. I was born and raised in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Graduated from Hilldale. What else you want to know?
Let's see. You were born and raised in Muskogee, graduated from Hilldale. Tell us about your family.
It's huge. A lot of them are here. You're my family.
Yeah. Married, kids?
Yes. I'm married, been married for 19 years, and I have a 17-year-old son, Stephen.
Okay, very nice. Let's see. Tell us, you were raised in Muskogee. Tell us how you were raised. Country, rural, city life, in church, not in church. Got a spanking or two, you know.
All of those? No. Born and raised in church, in and out.
Okay.
My parents got divorced when I was 9, but my dad unfortunately passed away like 3 years later of a heart attack. My mom got remarried, and my stepdad's wonderful. We took a 2-year segue to Wainwright, bought a farm, showed pigs. Not my thing. Freshman year, went back to Hilldale because they only go to 8th grade. Went back to Hilldale, and we sold the farm and became city people again.
All right. If you were an animal, what animal would you be?
A schnauzer. Specifically, my schnauzer.
You would be your schnauzer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
She's rotten.
Okay. All right. Are you more of a morning or a night person?
It depends on what I'm doing. If I am doing something I like, night. If I'm doing something like work, get it done early as possible.
I can respect that. All right. Let's see. If you could visit any place in the world, where would you want to go and why?
Probably Germany. My grandparents on my dad's side, well, my granny, her She was raised by her grandparents, and they came over between World War I and World War II, and they're from Germany.
Guten Tag. I'll be honest, I have no idea what I said. I hope it was okay.
It means good
Games,
day.
is that, what did I say? I'm good? Thanks, Billy. Okay. We're going to shift gears, okay? Tell us about when you gave your life to Jesus.
That was September 25th, 2011, so 12 years tomorrow, right there.
Oh, wow, okay.
Stephanie Payne gave her testimony, and she was talking about being, when Kelly preached about being Judas, and I'm sitting there going, she needs to sit down so I can go take care of this. I sat there in the choir loft sweating bullets on a vent that's freezing. Like, please, just be quiet so I can go and make a decision. And yeah, September 25th, 2011.
All right. Let's see. All right. You're at a restaurant. You find a hair in your food. You gonna finish the food or not?
No.
Wow. Okay. Tell us something that you're passionate about.
Everything my kid does. I'm that crazy mom that's running around taking pictures of everything my kid does.
What's he do? Tell us about it.
He plays in the band and he sings in the choir at school and here.
He recently made a team, not a team, but you know what I'm saying? Like he made a specific, what do you do? Tell us.
He made Eastern District Honor Choir.
Do you think it would be cool if he came up and sang a song right now?
He wouldn't, but yeah.
Okay.
Just out of choir practice.
Okay. What is something that you would say you're very knowledgeable about? Yeah, it's a toughie.
I guess my job, I do it well.
Okay.
But that's,
Where do you work?
Oh, I work at the VA for
Okay.
16 years.
All right. Knowledgeable about your job. Well, you're in good hands. Anyway, shifting gears again. What brought you to Timothy, and what do you like about it? What has kept you here? So what brought you here? Tell us the story around that, and then what you liked about it, and what's kept you here.
Well, my grandparents, Jack and Norma Holdridge, just started coming here. I don't know. Do you remember? Was it before you were pastor or after? So sometime between 99 and when I came. And I was 20-ish and living on my own and pretty lonely. And my mom was like, oh, Grandma and Grandpa started going to this other church. You should go. They said it's different. I'm like, being raised in church, I was like, different? What does that mean? Anyway, so I visited, and I walked in the door, and Homer Downing gave me this huge hug. And I was like, who is this guy, and why is he hugging me? And that was at the old building. And then we had that huge revival with Clint Sinclair. And I told God, I said, if I'm supposed to be here, this is before I was saved, which is weird. But I said, if I'm supposed to be here, I had just ate Hamlin's, and I don't usually eat the Mexican part of Hamlin's. I usually eat the American stuff.
Good
move. And I was like, okay, I had tacos, and I was like, all right, if I'm supposed to be here, I was sitting on the second row, and if I'm supposed to be here, I want you to give me the really bad heartburn. I was like, I almost like I want a big fat slap you in the face sign. And the whole sermon, I was like, oh, I'm having a heart attack. This is terrible. So I joined the church, and it went away. And what kept me here was, it was the people, and I've been ministered to by people here that I would almost least expect. When I was in the hospital, I had blood clots in my brain when I was 27. People came. My family didn't come up there. A lot of them were sick for some reason, but a lot of church members came to see me, and that's the main thing. But the choir, places of service, I have to call like 4 people to miss Sunday, you guys. And so that's what keeps me accountable and keeps me here is serving. And not everyone can be Allie. Not everybody can be Tori. But everyone can be in the ministry somewhere. And I love that I don't sing well, but I love that I get to sing every Sunday, be part of the music ministry. And then working with the youth, I like them because I can be sarcastic and they get what I'm saying, but little kids don't. And so I like the bigger kids better. And they're a lot of fun, and I like to watch God work in their life.
Awesome. By the way, just pro tip, Mexican omelet from Hamlin's. There you go. If you could be elite or top 1% in anything, what would it be? That's a cool question.
I don't know. I do like to craft. So if I could
Top 1% crafter?
I would like to be if I could make a ton of money crafting, I would quit my job.
Your Etsy shop would be fire. Yeah. Did you hear Teresa Gay? All right. What is your favorite place to eat? Doesn't have to. What's your favorite place to eat in town? And then anywhere.
Probably the Beacon.
Tell us about it. What is it? What are you going with?
It's really boring.
It's fine.
A cheeseburger plain with meat and mayonnaise only. Or a foot-long corn dog.
Or a foot-long corn dog? What if you got the corn dog and put it on the burger?
No.
Okay. What about outside of Muskogee?
I like to eat at Tokyo Garden in Tulsa.
Solid choice. Solid choice. It's delicious. Let's see. Are you a good dancer?
No, I am Baptist.
Fair enough. How have you seen God working in your life lately?
Well, I was thinking about that this afternoon, and because I got literally 6 hours notice about this. So I would just say he has been telling me, I have you where I have you for a reason, and I have everything under control. I've been kind of in a period of waiting at work and some things that, personally, and he has me where he has me for a reason, and he's got it.
Okay. Favorite singer or band? What music? What do you listen to?
I listen to anything Christian and 90s country.
Those two go hand in hand. I can speak to that.
No.
Her?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not warmed up either.
What's your favorite movie genre? Or favorite movie, if you have one off your head?
Mean Girls.
All right. Favorite flavor of ice cream?
I don't really like ice cream that much, but I like Brahms frozen yogurt, vanilla, in a cone.
A waffle cone?
Yes.
Okay. Respectable. Lastly, how can we be praying for you?
Pray that I get through Stephen's senior year without having a total meltdown. I haven't yet. I've only cried once, and it was only because I was going up the stairs at the football field and stubbed my toe. But I cried while they were taking the field, and my friend was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." But my toe was hurting. But I haven't cried because of him yet.
Okay. I told him something really sad today, didn't I, in Sunday school? I'm not going to tell you, though, because I don't want you crying up here.
What?
He's still upset about it.
Well, he didn't tell me. We had a pretty good conversation after church.
So, you took a takeaway from this morning's service.
We talked about the sermon all the way home.
Hey, very good. I just asked him who his best friend was, and he said it was Parker, and I said, that's sweet, but you do realize this time next year y'all won't be near as close as you are right now, right? And he was like, and I was like, sorry, I was trying to make a point. Jesus should be your best friend. That's the point I'm trying to make. Anyway. All right. Chris, we're going to ask you to come down here, and we're going to gather around you and pray for you. Thank you for sharing. Church, if you don't mind. I do feel like I should point out that it wasn't as blunt, direct, or just straightforward whenever I shared that horrible news with him. It was making a point, and it was very scholarly. Would you agree? I still hurt your feelings? All right. Crystal, thank you. Next, if you would join me in welcoming Mr. Monty Wapaha to the stage. Hey, Monty.
Good evening.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about this?
10.
All right. All right. I'm not going to lie, I can feel your energy up here. So it's good. It's good. Monty, introduce yourself. Tell us about you.
Monty Wapaha. There you go. No, 55 years old. Married to Becky Wapaha for the last, we're going to say, 11 years. 2 kids, 2 stepkids, 6 grandkids. Where else am I going with this?
Let's see. You live in Muskogee?
I live in Muskogee. I've been here for 20-something years now. Bounced around, born and raised all over this nation. I was born on an Indian reservation in northeast Arizona while my dad was in Vietnam. Lived in Ontario, California after that, Tucson, Arizona after that, Shawnee, Oklahoma, and then graduated high school in Fort Gibson.
Wow. Okay. After high school, what did you do after high school, after you graduated?
After I graduated, I joined the Army Reserve. I was in the reserve for a few years before I figured, what the heck, let's go active. And I was in active 4 years, so total almost 9 years in the military, and then made my way up to Chicagoland area to manage a Western boot clothing store, and then eventually made my way back to Muskogee.
Pause. Sorry. Think there's anything I can do about that hole right there?
Ooh.
It's done, isn't it?
Negative.
All
yes. Right. I can help you get fitted. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I had to take a second to get over that bad news. All right. Now, Civil Air Patrol is on your shirt.
Yes, sir.
What do you do? Tell us what you do right now.
I've been in the Civil Air Patrol for the last 8 years. We can make this a recruiting event, and I can try to recruit every one of you. because everyone has some sort of knowledge that we can pass on to our youth in Oklahoma and in the nation. But I am a pilot. You don't need to be a pilot. You don't have to have military background, but it's a great organization, like I said, to just be a leader to upcoming leaders. We take in cadets 12 to 18. Look, I'm making it a recruiting event now. Yes, if your kids between the ages of 12 and 18, send them out to the airport on Thursday evenings from 6 to 9, and we'll give them some kind of leadership and learning experience. We do character development. We do physical activities. We teach them search and rescue. We teach them all kinds of fun stuff.
Cool. Question, you're a pilot. Have you ever, not that you would while you're flying the plane, but have you ever skydived before?
No, that was one of my goals in the military, was to become airborne, but the Army had other plans for me, so no, I have not.
If
But
I found a place that would take us, would you wanna?
At this time in my juncture, probably not. I'd
Okay.
rather. I wouldn't mind getting you there.
Okay. Maybe they'll let you fly the plane.
Maybe.
Okay. Let's see. You heard all the questions that I did not send you a while ago, so these are going to be some repeats.
Right.
But if you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Elephant.
Why?
I'd have a reason for being big.
Hey, that was a good one.
I like food. Yeah.
That was a good one. I like that. More of a morning person or a night person?
Morning. I mean, I could do night, but I prefer morning.
Okay.
I'm a like food, breakfast.
Okay, Monty. I'm shifting gears, but what is your dream breakfast? Paint us a picture of your breakfast.
Well, we were fortunate to have breakfast Thursday morning. It was good. Biscuits smothered with meat, eggs, gravy, cheese, you name it. If it's on that plate, it's going to be good.
BK showed up talking about that. Okay.
It was good.
If you could visit any place in the world, where would you want to go and why?
Ireland or Scotland. Play some golf, see some scenery.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Tell us about when you gave your life to Jesus.
It was September 1983. A young lad. It was very convicting at that time. Of course, a lot of people, when they gave their lives at that age, were just, I mean, it was probably a scary time, you know, not knowing. But then, like I said, I probably had the conviction since I was itty bitty. I mean, I tried going up one time when I was 4, didn't know what it was about.
Right.
But I tried. At 13, I had a better idea what was going on. Now at 55, brother, I know what's going on. It's all the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, and don't do that when you're told not to do that. I know now. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad I'm here to be able to be where I'm at now.
All right. We're at a restaurant.
Oh yes.
And you find a hair in your food. Do you finish your plate?
Depends on what it is.
Spaghetti.
No.
Meatloaf.
Maybe. Man.
Okay.
It depends on the meatloaf. I mean, if it was a burger, yeah. If it was a bug, no, probably not. No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I said spaghetti, and he said no. It was loaded. You were ready to.
No, I mean, no, I'm not a spaghetti guy, but
Okay.
I was in the military. We ate, yeah, you know.
Okay. Okay. Tell us something that you are passionate about.
I'm passionate about the Civil Air Patrol. I'm passionate about work, family. What's it?
He said, "Where do you work?"
Oh, Love Bottling Company. Yes, I've been with Love Bottling for 22 years. If you want to know about Pop, I can tell you about Pop. But yeah, just passionate about what I'm experienced in. If I'm not experienced in it, then I'd like to learn it and definitely become that guy.
Okay. Question is, what is something you're most knowledgeable about? Is there anything like maybe out of the ordinary that you would consider yourself fairly knowledgeable about?
No. I wasn't on the spot, I could probably tell you.
I mean, flying a plane, that's pretty out of the ordinary.
I prefer helicopters. I started out flying helicopters. Of course, that got expensive, and just the knowledge and being able to operate a helicopter is.
Have you ever yelled, "Get to the chopper," in an Arnold Schwarzenegger voice?
No, but that's a new goal. Yes.
I would definitely incorporate that in on my helicopter flying if I were you. Just little side tip. Okay, let's see. What brought you to TBC? And what do you like about it? What's kept you here? I guess, first, how long have you been at TBC? Crystal, I forgot to ask you that, but I'm going to guess 20-ish. 21 years, all right. How long have you been here?
We've been here in months. We've been here a year and 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
What brought us here is we were shopping. We were shopping for a church. We had our criterias, and Timothy was one of the ones that met that criteria. But then, love this story. The first day we showed up. We walked in the door. There was BK. I met BK when I was a senior at First Baptist in Fort Gibson. He was a music minister. So, first day we walked in, there was BK. And he just kind of gave me a look. I gave him a look, and he's like, "Monty?" I'm like, holy cow, it's been 30-something years. Yep, so yeah, I'm sold.
All right. If you could be elite or top 1% of something, anything, what would it be?
My heart would say baseball, but me, golf. Since I'm 55, golf would be.
Shredding up that
Oh my
senior
gosh,
tour?
Yeah, 300-yard drives, pinpoint accuracy on the greens.
Okay.
Right, Ken? Yeah.
Have you tried Birdie Bay in Tulsa? It's fun. You should try it.
Yes, no, haven't been there yet.
Okay, it's fun. Let's see. What is your favorite place to eat? Muskogee, and then outside of Muskogee. Where's your favorite place to eat in Muskogee?
I'm going to say Jimmy's Egg.
Really? I'm going to be honest, I didn't see that coming.
Jimmy's breakfast. Jimmy's Egg, outside Muskogee, Jimmy's Egg, and Tahlequah.
Ah. You like Jimmy's Egg?
Well, it's a dominant breakfast. It's primo.
Okay. All right. I'm not going
Although
to...
I'm going to tell you that the portions are bigger in Tahlequah. I don't know what it is, but they are.
Okay.
Okay, Genghis Grill. I'm sorry. We'll go Genghis Grill as well.
Genghis Grill. Okay. Solid choice. Solid choice. How have you seen God working in your life lately?
Immensely lately. I mean, since we've gotten back into the church and doing our part when we can and where we can, it's just knowing that, being outside of the church and where I was then and then coming back, it's a great feeling. I mean, sitting in Sunday school class with Ron this morning, it was just being able to share and know, where I'm at and where I'm going.
Yeah. It's good. Let's see. I have a feeling I know the answer to this, and I hope you don't fib. Are you a good dancer?
Probably back in my prime, I thought I was.
Hit that music back there.
I did say prime.
What's your favorite movie or movie genre?
War movies, battle movies, action.
I'm assuming it's not Predator, since you've never said, "Get to the chopper," or anything like that.
No, although actually, when I'm in the deer stand and you can hear these noises out in the woods, it sounds like the Predator, and it's like...
It's just a squirrel, Monty.
Yeah, just lock and load. We're ready.
Okay. Favorite flavor of ice cream?
Rocky Road.
All right. In a cup or cone?
Yes.
All right. Lastly, how can we be praying for you?
Honestly, it's been since we've been back in the church and all, and doing our parts. We get, there's the highs and the lows, the mountains and the valleys, and BK knows I've been in a valley for a while, as far as my mom passing away back in January of 22, and then just wow, she was my anchor. She was the one that kept us spiritually full. So it was, there's times where, I'm well, I'm feeling great, and these last few weeks have been just awesome. But before then, it was just, man, where am I going? What am I doing? Why? Lots of whys, and it's, and of course we've got a senior this year too, so it's it's an emotional roller coaster. Just knowing where my kids are at too, with the grandkids, and then the service this morning, just where's our walk is at. So it's a little bit of everything. It's.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes, sir.
Church, yeah, go ahead. You don't mind? Stand right down here. Church, come gather around Monty. Let's pray him up. Are you wanting to be interviewed, sir? Thanks again, Monty. Rika, if you would do me the honors of helping me welcome Sharika Cole down here, I would appreciate it. She is strong. Is it on? Yeah. Hey, Rika.
What'd it do?
Nothing.
I know that's right.
I gotta tell you something.
What?
One of the coolest, just most real moments that I've seen in church, that I've experienced in church, and it's been too long now, but it was when you sang that choir special last time you sang. I ain't trying to embarrass you, but sometimes somebody's heart and soul just comes out in what they're doing, and I thought it poured out, and it was good. It was good. I wouldn't mind hearing it again, but. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us about you.
Well, I was born and raised here in Muskogee. I did live in Tulsa for a length of time, though, and so I guess there were a couple of elementary years that I lived there. There are 3 children that belong to me. Biological children that belong to me. Cherish is the oldest. She says everybody forgets about her. Cherish is the oldest, and then Adonis, and then Joseph. And then I have a grandbaby. And when I tell you that grandbabies will grow your little Grinchy heart, And I did not think that I needed a grandbaby, but I needed one. And so his name is Jaden, and he also goes by Peanut, Little Sugars, AKA Prince Sugar Boogers, and AKA Sugars. So that's my boy. And so, yeah, so that's my family. And
How old is Sugar Boogers?
Sugar Boogers is 2.
Ooh, he prime.
Man.
Into everything.
Listen, and everything is no. And he says it like, like he's just talking to, just regular day conversation. So you ask him, would you like a Cheeto? No. Well, would you like a banana? No. No. It's like, really? That's all you got? Like, other words? And no, not right now. So, yeah.
All right. After high school, what'd you do?
After high school, I went to more school. And so, but it was good for me because that was the calling that God put on my life. I knew from very young that I was going to be a teacher. And so my grandmother, she kind of put that into us, spoke that into our lives. She did not graduate from school. She had a 5th grade education, but you couldn't tell her anything different. You couldn't tell anything different because she was always in the middle of something, and she was always trying to help to educate kids and things like that. And so I knew very early what I was supposed to do. And so as soon as I graduated from school, I went to Connor State. I got a degree in early childhood education. From there, I went to Northeastern, where I got a early childhood general education elementary education degree. And then from there, I went to get my master's as a reading specialist. And so right now, I'm working on a certified academic language therapist certification.
You want to snap your fingers? Go ahead.
It's work, though. It's work, y'all. It's work. But it's what's needed. And so what a certified academic, thank you for asking.
Yes, tell us about that.
Okay,
What does that even mean?
I'll tell you more about that. What a certified academic language therapist is it's someone that supports children and adults in reading difficulties. And so things like dyslexia, things like processing disorders, things like that. And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So how long you been teaching?
This is my 18th year to teach.
And what will change for you once you finish your therapist stuff?
Man, I'm kicking rocks. What will change is hopefully the setting for what I do. I mean, I love being in the classroom, but the classroom is rough. And so it's kind of like what Kelly was saying in the sermon. It's different. And, to live out your faith and to live out, what is right for children. And it kind of keeps squeezing all of that out. And so I think my setting will look a little bit different.
Okay. I saw Adonis the other day. He tell you that?
No, Adonis don't tell me. Look, there were several people today that said they ran into Adonis.
It was me and BK and Allie, and he ran into us.
Okay.
We was eating up at Cattleman's.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's fire. But anyway.
Yeah, he likes Cattleman's.
He looked good.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
He's sweet.
Yeah, he's sweet. I tried to make him be sweet, but don't shame the name, son.
I
That's
hear
what
you.
I tell him every time I see him, don't shame the name, son. So.
Rika, if you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so like Monty, I like the elephant, man, but like this summer, I discovered another animal
Okay.
that I found very interesting. It is an oxalot.
An oxalot.
An oxalot. Does anybody know what oxalate is? Look, there's some people who know what oxalate is.
Is that what that dude killed on Alone?
What?
I'm not so sure. There's this TV show called Alone. It's
Oh,
really
okay.
good.
And I just
And
took out an oxalate.
I don't know if he killed an oxalot or not. I don't know. What is
Okay.
it? Tell us about an oxalot.
Okay, so oxalate is a Mexican salamander.
It ain't what he killed. This was a big
Okay.
bison-looking thing.
And they're really, really pretty. And so if the oxalate stays underwater, it stays close to where it was born, like doing what it's supposed to be doing, then it stays young for the duration of its life. But as soon as the oxalate comes out of the water and it's like its gills dry up and all that, it turns into a salamander. And then it just ages and it has a lifespan. But as long as the oxalate stays underwater.
Are you making this up?
No, I promise you I'm not. Look it up.
You know what I
That's
heard?
why I said it's so cool.
You know what I heard?
What?
The oxalot talks a lot. Sorry, I don't know why I did that.
I don't know either. but-
That's a cool animal though. I
Yeah,
can
it
see you
is.
being an
Like, look
oxalot.
it up. You could be
Okay.
an oxalot too.
Would you come up out of the water, or would you stay under the water? What are you trying to do?
You know what? Honestly, I would probably stay in the water. I don't think I would come out of the water.
Okay.
And I think that like when I don't know, like when I think about like my life and what my life is right now, I think that I would really want to stay close to the source of what has kept me alive and going, instead of trying to find a different source, thinking that it's going to be better up there, but it's not.
Are you trying to preach?
Man, don't let me. Don't let
I
me.
think you're trying to a little
Don't
bit.
let
I'll
me.
let you go ahead. Morning person or night person?
Absolutely morning.
Are you?
Yes, 4 o'clock every morning.
What?
Yeah. I go to bed.
I gotta
early.
ask, why?
Because I got those kids. I've got to meet those.
They ain't
kids.
awake at 4.
No, I've got to meet those kids in the morning, and they have to have Mrs. Cole on and popping. And so I get up at 4. I'm at the gym by 5:30. Get my exercise in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you drink a lot of coffee?
I do not.
Good for you.
Nope.
Well, I don't know if that's good for you or not. Coffee's delicious.
Yeah, it is good. I like coffee.
Okay.
I just don't drink a lot of it. That's all.
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
You in bed by 9 every night?
Closer to 8. Yeah.
You missed primetime TV.
You're right.
You doing well.
Right.
Oh, all right. You could visit any place in the world. Where are you going to go and why?
I don't know. I really like museums, and I really like that type of learning, and so I like to visit those bigger places that have museums. So, like Washington, D.C., they have great museums. New York, they have great museums. Even Oklahoma has some really good museums here. So
Are we talking art museums or more like history museums or?
I think all of it.
Okay.
I just think, like knowledge is everything.
Okay.
And so the more that you learn about things, like my oxalot,
Yes.
like that stuff is cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. We're at a restaurant, Rika,
Yeah.
and you find a hair in your meal. You gonna finish the meal?
No, probably not, no.
I gotta know. Who in here is finishing their meal? Am I alone? Okay. Okay, thank you. Because I was concerned that I was like flying
y'all were
solo
already
up in
committed.
here.
Because y'all were already committed to it.
It don't.
Okay.
It is what it is. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, that don't look like my hair, no.
I do feel like it's pretty split. So the hair is split. Anyway, all right. All right, Rika. Tell us about when you gave your life to Jesus.
When I gave my life to Jesus, I was about 20 years old. I remember that I was singing in a choir, and it was like a conference, like a summer conference time for choir, and we were singing the song, Order My Steps. And so there was a part that said, show me how to walk in your word, show me how to talk in your word. And I thought to myself, that's not what I'm doing. That doesn't sound like my life. And so the words were coming out of my mouth, but they weren't matching. And so that's when I gave my life to Christ.
Okay. Sounds like the choir loft might be the place to be. 2 of the 3 was in the choir loft.
Look, it's shameless plug.
Okay.
So the choir is the business, you all, and like for me, for someone that loves words, to read that music, to sing that music, like what we sing is scripture, y'all. Come on, and it like to put it in your mind, to put it in your ears, to meditate on it, to hum it, off key and.
Girl, I play right here. I can hear you singing.
Whatever. That's Kenny covering me up. He's singing over the top of me, covering all that up.
All right. You've told us a little bit of what you're passionate about. Is there something, what's something that you're passionate about besides oxalots and education, learning?
I'm always learning something. Right now, it is, I've always been like about the yarn life. And so, yeah.
Yarn life?
Yarn.
Like crocheting and knitting?
Yes. Where are my crocheters at? I ain't got none in here.
Who's
Look,
you got
there's
Tracy
one.
Hansen over there.
I see you,
Donna.
sis. I see you. Chain 1, baby. Chain 1.
I don't know what that means. I have no clue. You know what?
What?
You ought to like crochet yourself like a sash or something and wear it to church on Sunday or something.
A sash?
I don't know. Is that not the right word?
No.
Shawl. A shawl.
Oh, a shawl.
A shawl.
Oh,
It
okay.
clicked. Not a sash, a shawl.
Okay. A shawl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My mom said, crochet a blanket. It's cold in here.
It is not cold in
Yeah,
here.
it feels good up here right now.
But I am working on a blanket right now. It's the green square blanket. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm working on that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's passionate about that yarn life. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
You know what? You ought to have a shirt that says, I'm about that yarn life.
Got that yarn life?
Mhm.
Okay.
What is something that you're most knowledgeable about?
I'm probably really knowledgeable about reading. Yes.
Do you have a favorite book? That's a hard question.
That's a really hard question.
Besides the Bible, because we know that that's your favorite book.
Yeah. I read a lot of things. My favorite book? I don't know. I have to tell you, though, that like one of my favorite authors is Stephen King. And I know that that's
Oh,
not...
you like to get weird, don't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just because he's crazy.
He is crazy.
And yeah, but he writes a very interesting
Intriguing
story.
book, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I haven't read him in a while. So right now I'm reading like research stuff. So
Would you be proud of me that if I told you that I recently read an Ernest Hemingway for the first time?
what's that? What'd you read?
Old Man in the Sea.
The Old Man in the Sea.
I really think I'm very similar to the old man, actually.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Why do you?
Just sitting in a boat and
Oh.
fighting a fish
Oh.
for a long time.
Okay. When did you do that?
I've never done that. I just mean metaphorically speaking, I feel like the old man.
Okay. I thought we was going somewhere with that or something.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay. Solid book, though. I really enjoyed it. Have you ever read it?
No.
You should. You're a reader.
Old Man in the Sea.
Yeah. It's a
Okay.
classic, like a literary classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you even know it's a classic. Too?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So anyway,
Okay.
if you could be elite or top 1% of something, what are you going with?
I don't know. I would probably have to go with the yarn, man.
A top 1% crocheter?
Yes. Like gloves on, like needles in a harness or something, and just, they say, you're getting ready to do a mile a minute. Man, and burn through it.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, your TikTok page would be through the roof. It would be through the roof.
That's what I'm saying. saying? Like, I would run Pinterest.
It should just be
man.
called Mile a Minute.
That's
And you
it,
should-
mile a minute. Just like, man. It'd be awesome.
I'd watch it. Like, I just scroll
That'd
through.
be awesome. Videos and stuff. Like, you wouldn't watch that?
Yeah, I'd totally watch it.
Okay.
No, I'd love to watch
Because,
it.
like, in 5 minutes, like, I have a whole light blanket done.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That's what I'm saying.
What are we even talking about then? why don't we do it? Oh, man. What brought you to TBC? What do you like about it? And what has kept you here?
I've been here for 12-ish years.
Been a while.
Something like that, about 12 years. Definitely people. Relationships are everything. And from the moment that we walked in and we were looking for a church, went to church elsewhere here in Muskogee, and we were looking for a new church and relationships. And so, I mean, from the moment that I walked in, and years ago, when I don't know if Wanda's here or not, but Wanda was a greeter at the time. And when I walked in, I mean, it was like she knew who I was. She was, you know, like, she was like, come on in here, girl, you don't do it. Okay, well, let's go. And so from there on out, though, it's relationships. And I think the thing that really keeps me here is the Lord, of course, but I think that it is the evangelism that the church does. There is not another church that evangelizes the way that we evangelize. And whenever you get involved and you're part of all of that process, and God uses you to bless other people, like, it just keeps refilling the tank over and over and over again. So.
That's good. Very cool. Where are you trying to eat at? Favorite place in Muskogee? Favorite place outside Muskogee?
My favorite place in Muskogee? Oh, I really don't have a favorite place here. I eat at El Charro.
Girl, yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You ever sit on a
Bean and
patio and
cheese.
just hang out with the...
Yeah, bean and cheese nachos. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Muskogee special sometimes.
I do love the Muskogee special.
Yeah, it's good. That's good.
Okay, outside Muskogee.
Outside of Muskogee, there is a place in Tulsa called the local Biason.
Biason?
Biason, yeah, it's downtown.
What's it about?
It has for carnivores. It has all the things carnivores like to eat, but then it also has things that vegetarians or vegans like to eat. And so
They're bringing these two people together?
they're bringing them together. And so I'm not like a vegan, but I kind of try to eat vegetarian as much as I can. But they have this meal there. It's called Impossible Meatloaf.
Fake meat?
It is, but it is so good. It will fool you, I promise. I promise it'll fool you. I promise it will.
Fake meat?
It'll fool you. It is so good. And then they have like these flash fried Brussels sprouts.
Okay, now that sounds good.
That's the truth, man. It's the truth. It's good.
That's the truth.
Truth.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you a good dancer?
Yes.
Adonis used to be a good dancer.
I'm still a good dancer.
Are you a better dancer than Adonis?
No.
Oh man,
No.
we was about to have you show. You about to have to teach us how to Dougie or something.
No, because it's the knees. It was too many Tootsie Rolls in
Oh,
the knees, too many
I feel you.
butterflies.
I feel
Got
you.
the knees no more, y'all. The knees, they don't work like that no more. So it mainly stays way up here. Stays up here.
I can't say it. Never mind. I can't say it. I'll tell you after. You think it's
Okay,
funny. But anyway,
okay.
how you been seeing God working in your life lately?
Listen, and I started to send him a text and was like, look, if I get like way off track, like you reel me back in. But I've recently gone through a divorce, and one of the things that I saw God do through that process, and even now he's still doing it. He has just ministered to me like no other, and so closer than a friend, a father, a king, and so that's what he's doing. And so as he's kind of just like injecting healing waters into spaces, like it's so comforting, and sometimes it doesn't feel comfortable, but but it's so comforting to know that anything that I need, he will provide. And for people that are just going through a number of things, don't turn from God. Don't leave the church. Don't leave what you know. It's kind of like the little oxalot. Don't leave what you know. Because that was where, there was some things that helped to sustain your life. And so that's what's been going on lately. So,
Right. Favorite movie genre or favorite movie?
oh my gosh.
You watch Stephen King movies too?
Not really.
Okay.
No. He was probably an author that I really liked kind of early on. I don't really have any favorites right now. Movies, I will always watch Thor Ragnarok if it comes on. I will always watch Thor.
Why?
Always.
Okay. People
Because
have,
he's got a hammer.
people have told me before that I remind them of Thor. Are you picking that up at all, or no? Okay.
I don't know, because, there's that. There's a, when everything kind of falls apart and they're in the last of the Avengers, and Thor kind of put a little something on. He put a little something on. Yeah, he put a little weight.
Where are you going with it? What are you trying to say?
Now, yes, Thor.
Okay. Now that we established that,
You just need a hammer. You look just like him.
you've went out there. I'm trying to reel you back in. Okay. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I really don't like ice cream. I know. I prefer cake or pie or something like that.
Okay. What's your favorite? Tell us just what's your dessert. Let's hear you
Okay.
go to.
So my favorite pie is probably like sweet potato or like lemon. I like a lemon meringue pie.
Okay.
Yeah, you make it right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth right there.
I think I'd be
Yeah.
down for sweet potato pie, but you know what? I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin pie.
Not my favorite either.
Okay, but I do like sweet potato
But
pie.
I like sweet potato.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
that's
get
legal.
that.
We can do that.
Yes. One is a squash and one is a potato. Like you're making pie out of a squash.
A pumpkin's a squash?
Yes. Come to the museums with me. I'll teach you things. We can learn lots of things.
Look at this. Allie Payne's trying to airdrop me the photo of Thor when he got fat.
That's you!
I'm going to accept it. I have officially lost control, but thank goodness it is the last question. Tell us how we can be praying for you. Besides the
Man, this is
forgiveness
good.
part for the mean fat Thor
I
thing.
know, right? But I needed to laugh. It's pretty good.
It was good.
I think that right now my prayers are centered on just peace. I think peace is good, And I think that that I am just really seeking his guidance right now as I kind of navigate through some things. And he most definitely has favor just all over my life right now. And I just, man, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming how good he is. But peace and guidance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rika. If you don't mind, church, let's come gather around Rika and pray her up. Rika, look what I found. Does it count as a hammer? Hey, Callie, come here real quick. Why don't you have a seat real fast? Oh, the microphone's behind you. Yeah. Is it on? No, you'll have to flip it on.
Oh,
Hi,
hi.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I just saw you sitting over there, and I thought, you've been in college for 6 weeks, 8 weeks now. I feel like your church family would be interested to hear how you're doing. So, you're at NSU.
I am.
How is the classes going?
Well, now they're good because I dropped bio.
Was it hard?
It was very hard.
Okay. Who was your professor?
Burba. Don't take her if you plan on going there.
Okay. You have to eventually take bio.
Yeah, but it won't be with her.
Okay. We're just going to navigate
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
Burba.
Yeah, Burba.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The rest of the classes are going well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How's living outside of your parents' roof for the first time? They're right over there.
Yeah. I really like it. Not the mold, though. I'm ill because there's mold in our vents. That's why
Have you put in a complaint?
Yeah, and they
I'm sure they
came-
don't care.
No, they came. They just shined. It was a girl like 5 foot, and she just shined her light up there and was like, "It looks like dust to me." Okay,
Okay. Have you made new friends?
I have. Yep.
Have you been to a BCM or a church over in the Tequah?
Yes, I. Crescent Valley has like a
City campus on Wednesdays?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
go to that. I haven't.
It's a service directed towards college
Yeah,
kids.
it's really good too. I haven't got to go to the BCM, but I will Tuesday. I'm going.
This Tuesday?
This Tuesday, yes.
You're going?
I'm going.
Yeah. Okay. Have you met someone special while you were there?
No.
That's not what I
You
heard.
sound like my mom.
I got you, Tracy. I got you. You haven't?
I haven't.
If you had, would you tell us?
Probably not.
Okay. How can we be praying for you? You dropped bio now, so that one
Yeah.
was a question.
Yeah. I guess just, I don't know, time management. That's like my big struggle. I'm a procrastinator, so.
Okay, time management.
Yeah.
We can do that. We'll pray you up. Last question, and then we're going to pray for you. How many bracelets do you have on right now? Don't count them.
Oh, I don't know. Like,
Guess.
I don't know.
Guess.
10.
You're way short. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
I forgot
6,
about
7,
that one.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
13 bracelets. That's a lot of bracelets. Callie, thanks for giving us an update. If you don't mind stepping down here, we're going to pray for you. All right. Hey, shout out to each of you that came and shared. I appreciate it. I think your church family enjoyed it. It was great to hear from you and hear what God's doing in your life, and whether you would finish your meal if you found a hair in it or not. So we're going to have ushers at the back door. Since we didn't take up an offering, they'll be back there. If you have an offering to give, you can drop it in the plate on your way out. Be praying for BK and Mama JoJo. They'll be on vacation this next week, celebrating Mom's birthday. So he'll be out of the office, so leave him alone. Sorry, just kidding. Bug me and Kathy and Allie. We'll handle your issues if you got any. Bug Kathy, she's going with them, but I'll give you her cell phone. Just kidding. Bug me and Allie. We got you. We'll have it covered. Thanks for being here. Love you guys. Don't forget, youth Wednesday night. We're not here. We're at FBC Muskogee. See you after the poll. Starts at 5:45. And I think that's the only other announcements I've got. So I'm going to pray, close this out, and thanks for being here. Heavenly Father God, I just thank you once again to be in your house and to get to hear people testify on how you have changed their life. And God, I pray for each and every one that shared their specific prayer needs. I lay them down before you. God, I ask you to be at work. God, I pray that you'd continue to bless each one of those homes. God, I pray that for the rest of us, God, as we heard your word today, God, I pray that we would continue to pursue holiness with our own lives, God, as we live for you each and every day and we lead others towards you. We love you, Lord. Amen.